Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm MisterBo, and if you've been living under a rock for the last couple of days, you won't have realized that Crash Team Rumble actually has a release date now, as well as an official beta taking place in just a couple of weeks. We've got information about different versions of the game, some more information about how the game actually plays, some gameplay to look at, and then we actually have some opinions from people who have played the game on what they think about Crash Team Rumble as a whole, which is definitely worth diving into because, well, there has been a lot of criticism in the community about what was shown for certain reasons, which we'll get into. So the big thing is Crash Team Rumble is launching on June 20th for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S. No PC and no Switch release currently. Maybe that will change in the future. We've seen that, of course, with Crash Bandicoot 4, where those versions of the game, or the Switch version at least, came out slightly later. But also, on the flip side, we had Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, where a PC version never actually came out. So we'll have to wait for that and see if we get a Switch or PC version. Now, if you pre-order the game, you will actually get access to the closed beta, which is going to be taking place on April 20th to the 24th. That'll give you access to 5 characters, that is Crash, Cortex, Coco, Dingodile, and Torna, as well as 3 maps. And those 3 maps are Just Beachy, Calamity Canyon, and the one we've already seen a lot of, that is Tiki Towers. So pre-ordering the game, that means this is a paid experience and not free to play like we had kind of speculated just based on what we knew this game to be. So let's take a look at the different versions of the game. There is the standard and the deluxe. If you pre-order the standard edition, you'll get access to the closed beta that we just mentioned. You'll also gain access to the premium battle pass for season 1. And then if you buy the deluxe edition of the game, you will get access to the beta, the premium pass for season 1. You'll also get the premium battle pass for season 2, as well as a skip ahead of 25 tiers in the first battle pass. And then you'll also get the digital proto pack, which includes 8 blocky hero skins, a pixelated shadow, whatever that might mean. I assume that's just your shadow on the ground will be pixelated. Get on my level in-game victory music, blocky hat, a blocky backpack, a blocky score effects, and a unique banner. Now, along with pre-ordering to get access to the beta, if you pre-order any version of the game, you'll also gain access to the Retro Threads Torna skin. And we don't know what that looks like currently, but if I had to guess, it's going to be her classic Crash Bandicoot 1 look. A lot of people were asking for it. I think they're going to deliver on that. So, not a free-to-play title, paid entry via the standard or deluxe edition. The standard edition will cost you around $30, and the deluxe edition is about £10 more. Then we also now know that there are going to be seasons and premium battle passes. So not only are you going to have to pay entry to get into the game, once you're actually playing the game, if you want to unlock the battle pass and progress it forwards, you're going to need to buy that. We don't know if there's going to be a free pass in that battle pass like we see in games like Fortnite, where you can earn maybe like 10 out of 100 things in that whole tier system. We'll just have to wait until more information is released. And this is slightly worrying. I said over on Twitter, I'll hold judgment until we know all the details about how this game is actually going to monetize, until we've played it for ourselves to know if this game is fun or not. But having an entry fee to then buy more stuff in the game might be a little bit off-putting for most people. When you've got games already out there that give you a battle pass and a microtransaction store in the game, but have a free entry point. Overwatch 2 recently did it. Obviously, Activision has Warzone, which is their biggest thing going, and that is free entry. We've also seen a lot of other games like Knockout City go free to play. And then we've seen games like Bleeding Edge, which is pretty much, for lack of a better term, identical to what we're seeing here with Crash Team Rumble, that had a paid entry point, and it even had a free entry point via Game Pass. And that game kind of died after probably about a month. So hopefully this won't be the same scenario. Along with all that information, we got some more gameplay details, including roles. Yep, each character is going to be put into a specific role, 3 roles. Those are scorers, blockers, and boosters. Scorers focus on banking Wumpa Fruits across the map and storing it in their team's Wumpa Bank. Blockers specialize in defense, rumbling enemies who are trying to score. And then you've got boosters who are focusing on capturing gems to activate relic stations, which will then grant you specific map power-ups, which we can see in the gameplay you're seeing on screen. Players then who perform well in their role will be able to activate additional powers to help lead their team to victory. And I assume we're seeing in some of the gameplay here, those things are like Oxide, who can come up in his spaceship and do a laser beam down into the ground, maybe even activate Uka Uka, who we've seen in Tiki Towers. Now, one thing we didn't get confirmation is how many characters are in this game. Obviously we know of the 8 in the original trailer, and we now have confirmation that Catbat is indeed called Cat Bat, but we haven't had any other characters teased. Maybe we'll get that in the beta, maybe they'll be there but locked, or maybe we'll have to wait until the full game to find out who the full roster is. So let's quickly break down what we're seeing on screen here. This is gameplay. One thing you'll notice, a lot of these characters have skins. We've seen from the pre-order bonuses, skins are in this game. You can customize your main skin as well as your hat and your backpack, which is where probably the battle pass customization as well as the store is going to come into play. It certainly looks like there's going to be a ton of customization. Obviously, when you win, you can pick which piece of music from, I'd assume, lots of different Crash Bandicoots will play. You then have an emblem you can change as well as a nameplate, and no doubt there's probably going to be emotes and things you can activate in-game which you'll earn from the battle pass, maybe even sprays we've talked about in the past as well. Now, I'll be honest with you, if you've been with this channel for a long time, you'll know I've been super excited for Crash Team Rumble. We've made tons of videos. This is the kind of Crash Bandicoot game that I want to play. However, when we saw the initial gameplay reveal last week, it looked a little bit lifeless, a little bit empty, a little bit boring. And again, I will hold judgment until I've actually played it myself, because I played 4 maps on repeat in Halo Infinite Ranked for a year and I enjoyed every minute of it. However, everyone who has previewed this game, Digital Trends, IGN, and a few other outlets have all said the same thing. This game is super fun and is just exactly what Crash Bandicoot needs, which is good to hear. We don't have long to wait now until that open beta where we can actually get hands on, try it for ourselves, make our own opinion up. I'll be making tons of videos on the beta, giving you my thoughts, little tips and tricks, all that kind of stuff. I'm super excited to dive in and hopefully learn more. It is also worth noting that this game doesn't look to be having a single player. I believe it was Canadian Guy A asked and got confirmation that yes, there is no single player in this game. It is multiplayer only, which was to be expected because, well, the type of game it is. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think about everything we've seen over the last couple of days, the gameplay you're seeing on screen? Does it make you even more excited? Does it make you less excited? Were you like me and you thought this game was going to be free to play and you're a little bit unsure on if this game is going to have that wide player base? It was confirmed crossplay is in this game, so PlayStation players can play with Xbox, which is great news because I can't wait to play with all of you guys on whichever platform you're on. We're going to be doing tons of live streams with the beta and of course the full game when it launches on June 20th. Stay tuned to the channel because there will be tons more Crash Team Rumble content. As more information comes out, there's still a ton of information already out there that I didn't cover in this video, which I'll be going over and breaking down in separate videos. Apart from that though, thanks very much for watching. If you're not already subscribed for more content and coverage, click that like button, and until the next one, as always, make sure you take care. Cheers.